Okay, guys, in this video, we're gonna discuss about another important thing in life, which is very important nowadays, and it's something which has recently changed. So, to start with, it's nothing but you need a skill set to make a lot of money in this upcoming world. Because in this upcoming world, just hard working is not enough. Of course, hard working is the main thing of all. It's the basement of the whole building to your whole career. If you lack hard work, you can't do anything. So, firstly, make sure you're just a hard working guy. Secondly, just hard working those days is an easy way to survive because everybody, like most would have jobs, most would find some employment, and there wasn't a big gap between the rich and poor. So, middle class was happy with its money. But now the gap between the rich and poor is too much. The rich is enjoying everything while poor or the middle class is or not. People think that being middle class is having an apartment and running a family, eating food, cutting food, buying vegetables. They think this is middle class, but it's actually poor. To middle class people, until or unless they can afford more than 3 or 4 cars, they're still less than middle class. They are not actual middle classes. They are lower middle classes, or the majority. That's not even a single upper middle class. That's nothing anymore like that. So middle class are slowly getting nearer to poor and getting farther to rich. It's too hard for the middle class guys to get ordinary things. They need to pay electricity. They need this, that, and the gas source for cooking food, and they need to cut onions. They need to find time for that. So even living as middle class, now you need a lot of money, because if you had money you can do things easily. Now we can hire a cook, we can hire somebody who picks up the food for you, who can do everything literally with money. So they are rich people. So rich people are living normal lives, and poor people are living lives which are supposed to be lived in a better or easier way. No need to do that much things, and they are normalized working super hard for that. Instead they can, so still people, like not the most, but still some people this world still carry the same hardworking ethic. They carry the hardworking ethic, but they still lack the skill set which they need to have for making money. So making money is not, it's not the same only way of the old way of doing things, the old way of saving up money for buying a land or buying a car or buying some property. It's not the old way. Saving up money or working every single day and saving every single penny doesn't work. Now what actually works is you need a skill set. You need to take a place in an algorithm. Now money is moving between riches. You need to stay in a lane where money passes by. And hard working the same, I think the same salary is not the way. And if you work even for 10 years, inflation will eat it all. You will have a better amount of quantity, you might think, but you don't know actually how much is running between bridges. So to understand this logic, you need to adopt a skill set. You need to be in the lane where money flows. That's a very good advice I've heard from somebody who has made a lot of money. I don't want to give out the names. I've heard it. Be in the lane where money flows. So you should make network with people who have a lot of money and who are moving a lot of money. So if money is always stays there in a guy, and even if he's rich, it doesn't matter. You have no idea how to get money from that guy. You don't have any idea about business. So if you have a good idea of business, you would go and find an opportunity to be placed in a position where money flows constantly. Okay, let's a random business fact. Let's say they are being running schools, and India is too popular for working from India. You understand that if they are running schools, they people's students' parents need tuitions so that children can study better in the school. So what happens exactly happens? Let's say it's some 20, 35 students are gonna. It's, let's say it's May month. After May month, they are gonna join a new year in school. you're going to expense another year. So now you would look for some tuitions because it would help them study better, right? So what actually you do, you would contact all your friends and family, or you would look for tuitions, or you will just type it out in Google, tuition centers near me. It might be warm contact usually. 90% you go and approach a guy or a friend who knows, or another parent who sends his child to tuition. That's how you know it, right? That's how 90% know. So how a random guy, so let's say like an entrepreneur arrives, let's say his name is X, and this X entrepreneur needs to make money. It's May month and students are going to join tuitions. How he's going to make money? Now he's going to contact all the tuition owners. He's going to put ads. He's going to run WhatsApp ads and Meta ads and Google ads. He's going to run everything for every single tuition owner. He's going to approach. It's the May month. I am going to write the best copies. What he's going to write is best tuition centers near you, class this much, this all the class mentioned. He's going to prepare perfect copy. So preparing a perfect copy is where the skill actually lies. You need the skill set. Just doing copywriting, just running ads doesn't work. You need to know what keywords you're going to use, what hashtags and things you're going to use, what location are you going to specify, what are the key points that you want to show up in your ad. These things you need a skill for that. And this skill doesn't come from some magic or miracles. It comes from constantly writing a lot of ads and understanding how people actually join to tuition. People join to tuition because they need it, and how they understand, how they perceive, or how important or how badly they want depends upon it. So you need to understand this. You need to prepare ads suitably for that reason. So for this you need skill, and this skill just cannot be learned from books. You need some experience, and for experience you need to go out and try first. You might even know at least a single business owner who's warm with you. The term warm means that you actually know the person, you had a good amount of time with them, you know them personally. You understand, right? Maybe it's a neighbor, maybe it's a school friend or a schoolmate or a classmate, whatever it is. Now it's a warm contact. Cold contacts, to get cold contacts opportunities or business from cold contact people. To do that, you need a portfolio that you are a specified copywriter. For warm contacts, you actually need a big portfolio. You can say I'm doing this copywriting, learning this from people. I'm actually working on it. I'm trying to get some experience. If you explain it all to the guy who actually knows you, he would be fine, and he would say, let's try this. And it's your first opportunity. You try, you get some customers. Your business is expanding. Now you have a portfolio because you have served one business owner, and now you're using it and you're going to spread it all out, and you're going to see where the money moves, where the trend or demand is very high. It's a shopping store. It's Christmas. Now there's going to be demand high. You're going to run ads that day, and you can continue to run ads forever. But you need to start with the day or time where it's super trendy. But if you're starting to run tuitions in a random Sunday of December, it's not going to worth as much as starting up at the end of May month, because that's where a lot of students join, right? And then you can run it for all the months of the years, because the tuition is going to expand. Not only your ads, not only you're getting paid by the owner, but still the owner is getting a lot of customers. Owner is getting customers through all these ads. So he's getting paid, and you are also getting paid because you are running the ads and people are joining through your ads. If the situation goes like that, and that's how you make money from one contacts. In cold contacts, you actually need an opportunity, a good speaking skill, a good way to represent yourself. You need to go out to the business and tell, I'm doing this, I'm doing that in a professional manner, and they ask you, who are you, what have you done? You need to have something which you achieved, or some money which you have made through all these copywriting in the previous histories, and then they would accept it because they have to. And if you are running ads for like 50 business owners like this, boom, you get a lot of money. But it's gonna happen all. Everything's gonna happen if you actually tried it. it's a damn sure guarantee that if you're getting the success in the first hour business, which you know warmly, then you would get it all through cold approach. Understand? So it's all a technical way. So it's damn sure, and it can be said as easily as if you want to become a world champion boxer, you need to train every single day. And same way, if you want to make a lot of money through this way, you need to go and try first with the warm contact, and then you're going to get cold contacts as well. It's a sheer event, you can say, from sitting here by saying, if I do this, I'm going to get paid, because it's sure, it's going to happen if you do. That's how business works. And many people have a very bad idea about business. Business, it's a lot of complex things. You need to do this. It's not a sure event. It's certainties dependent, things like that. It's a sure event. It's like if you go to the gym, you hit the gym every single day, you're going to get muscles. That's how it is. If you're working hard and you're trying hard every single day, there's no way you can fail. You're going to get fine. You're going to find success. That's why you need to make sure you're cutting out all the previous mistakes you make, just as improving your workout form every single day. Now you're going to increase your speaking skills, your approach, and your presentation and all. You're going to change it all the same way as if you're changing the form of exercise you have been doing in the gym. That's how sheer things can get. All you need is a skill set and, of course, hard working ethic as well. See you in the next video.